Ladies and gentlemen, today we will ask a simple question on the Newshour. Can galis and insults by the India bloc win them the Gaddi of India? The reason why we are forced to ask this is because the discourse of the 28-party alliance has been reduced to abuses, insults and pot shots and mimicry. They had chided the Prime Minister for being a chai wala and today have insulted him for wearing a suit. They mimicked the Vice President of India and now have mocked him today for crying like a child. Repeatedly, they've insulted Sanatan as a disease like malaria, HIV and leprosy. Their cadres have even burnt copies of the Ramcharitramanas. And who can forget the way North Indians have been repeatedly singled out for ridicule as chai walas, pan walas, Gaumutra states, and the latest being DNA of Biharis is inferior to Telangana DNA. Is this India bloc's Bharat Jodo blueprint? Can they pit Indian against Indian and hope to win India? But first, let's tell you how Mamata Banerjee's motormouth Member of Parliament Kalyan Banerjee today trained his guns at Prime Minister Modi. Congress began the trend in 2014 with Chai Wala and Neech Aadmi. Today, Kalyan Banerjee calls him and the BJP arrogant and apathetic. Listen in to him.
চাষিরা ভারতবর্ষের চাষিরা অর্ধেকের উপর শীতকালে একটা কম্বল জোটাতে পারেন না আর উনি প্রতিদিন 20 লক্ষ টাকা দামি স্যুট পরে ঘুরে বেড়াচ্ছেন শীতকালে একটা কম্বলও কোনো চাষির ঘরে যে দিয়ে আসেন 140 জনের এমপি কে সাসপেন্ড করা মানে কি কতজন মানুষকে আপনি ইগনোর করলেন কতজন মানুষকে আপনি এসে লোকসভাতে স্টেটমেন্ট দিলেন না আপনি এসে লোকসভাতে কোনো কথা বললেন না নরেন্দ্র মোদি আপনি কিছু কথা বললেন না
Not just the Prime Minister, Kalyan Banerjee went on another tirade against the Vice President. After mimicking the Vice President Dhankar, the Trinamool Congress MP today chided him for crying like a child and also mimicked him while addressing an audience in Hooghly. Take a look.
My spine is so straight. You, Mr. Gandhi, you must understand. You must understand that I have been appointed here only to say Narendra Modi.
শুধু কেঁদেই যাচ্ছে কেন এত কান্না এটা মিমিক্রির জন্য কান্না এটা ছোটবেলার বাচ্চা ছেলের ব্যাপার হয়ে যাবে ছোটবেলায় করত এখন তো বাচ্চা ছেলেরা করেন আপনাদের মধ্যে অনেকের টিচার আছে নিশ্চয় আছেন তো ছেলেদের বাচ্চা ছেলেদের পড়ার নিশ্চয় দেখেছে মিস আমাকে ভাঙাচ্ছে এই তো অভিযোগ করে সেই বাচ্চা ছেলেদের মতো কান্নাকাটি চলুক
Let's also remind you of how Sanatan Dharma was also maligned and sullied by the India bloc.
அறுவருவாக பார்க்குற ஒரு சனாதனத்தை சொல்லணும்னா முறைப்படி ஒரு காலத்தில் தொண்ணூறு இருந்தது இப்போ ஹச்ஐவி இருந்தது
Any religion which does not give you equal rights, does not treat you like humans, is not a religion. So it's as good as a disease.
இந்த இந்தியா என்பது ஒரு சனாதன கொள்கைக்கு எதிர்ப்பாக உருவாக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிற கூட்டணி தான் இந்தியா.
Not just Sanatan, but North Indians have been singled out repeatedly for derision. Telangana's Congress Chief Minister Revanth Reddy mocked KCR, saying, my Telangana DNA is better than KCR's Bihar DNA. The Gaumutra remark by DMK MP Senthil Balaji was expunged from parliamentary records. But watch how I.N.D.I.A too had insulted North Indians as toilet cleaners in the past. A video that has gone viral over the last couple of days, which the DMK says is old, but doesn't say he didn't say it. Listen in.
யூபியில ஹிந்தி மட்டும் படிக்கிறவன் தான், பீகார்ல ஹிந்தி மட்டும் படிக்கிறவன் இங்க வந்து தமிழை கத்துக்கிட்டு இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வீடு கட்டி தரான், சாலையை பிறக்கிறான், கக்கூஸ் கழுவுறான். இதாங்க ஹிந்தி படிச்சாங்க.
The BJP has lashed out at the India Gathbandhan for their gali and insult politics, saying that their mindset is exposed to the people of India.
Once again, Kalyan Banerjee, TMC MP, has mocked and mimicked the Vice President of India. This time not on the stairs of Parliament, but in West Bengal. And he has said this is his right to do so. That Vice President should not complain like a small child to his mother. This shows that he has no regret. Far from apologizing, he is justifying. Sometimes he says it's art form. Sometimes he says that it is right to go and insult those sitting on constitutional positions. This means that the entire I.N.D.I.A alliance, and particularly Mamata Banerjee, are emboldening TMC MP Kalyan Banerjee. Rahul Gandhi was taking video. He was encouraging Kalyan Banerjee. So the entire I.N.D.I.A alliance is now in support of this kind of action.
अब उनकी राजनीति का यही अस्तर है, तो राहुल गांधी क्यों चुप है? राहुल गांधी चुप है, ममता चुप है, देश जनता जवाब देगी. मैं भर्त्सना करता हूँ.
But is the BJP right that India bloc is alienating India? Newshour fact check gets you the numbers. By attacking Prime Minister Modi, opposition is insulting 63% of Varanasi, which voted him back to power. Also, over 37% of India voted for the BJP under the banner of Narendra Modi. So are they insulting 37% of India as well? Let's also tell you that by insulting the Jat Vice President, the opposition may have drawn the ire of the Jat population, which is about 8.5 crore people in India. It's roughly 27% population in Haryana, 14% in Rajasthan and 10% in Western UP. Now let's tell you what Sanatan slander may actually cost the Vipaksh. 79.80% of India are Hindus. Of this, 36% of them have voted for the BJP in 2014, and in 2019 Lok Sabha polls, the number was 37%. This number went up to 44%. Finally, the alliance partners have insulted also North Indians, especially after being wiped out from the Hindi heartland. This despite the fact that 43% of India is Hindi speaking. Of this, over 7 crore are Biharis and 22 crores are in Uttar Pradesh. Congress, of course, has been reduced to only one state in northern belt. In Jharkhand and Bihar, they are playing supporting roles. So the legitimate question we are asking on the Newshour tonight: will galis and insult cost India alliance the gaddi? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
Watching the Newshour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Dr. Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, Abbas Haider, National Spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, Anirban Banerjee, political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress, Rohit Agarwal, spokesperson of the RLD. But my first question goes to Mr. Lokesh Jindal, Congress leader who defends the Congress almost as if they never do any wrong. And Lokesh Jindal, my question to you is, mimicry, yes, you need freedom for mimicry. Well, have it if it's the expression, freedom of expression that you want. But mimicry every day when you're doing serious politics, addressing a gathering, even then mimicry, even then you don't want to talk to the public. You don't want to address the issues of the public. You only want to mimic the Vice President of India and the Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. I quite don't understand that. And on top of that, would you also agree that all Biharis and people from Uttar Pradesh are actually based in Gaumutra states and only clean toilets and basically are panwalas? Do you actually subscribe to that view, Lokesh Jindal?
Namaskar, Navika ji. I strongly condemn any form of regional insult levied by any person, and I will never endorse any such statement, no matter where it comes from.
Fantastic. That's a first. Nobody from the Congress has officially condemned any of their alliance partners. Not against Sanatan, not against Gaumutra states, not against Panwalas, not against toilet cleaners coming from UP and Bihar.
Here you are wrong. Mr. K.C. Venugopal had officially given a statement that he condemned the Sanatan remark. He had on record stated that Congress is adhering itself to the ideology of secularism and equal respect to all religion. So you cannot say that the Congress has never condemned such forms of expressions. Coming to the first point that you raised, that it was with respect to the mimicry. Now, Navika ji, there are three important points here. We need to assess whether it is illegal, whether it is immoral or unethical. Now, if the act was illegal, the government has a section 294 with itself. The government has significant legal provision. It comes under the Delhi police. It can file an FIR and look into the entire matter. If it was immoral or moral, now this is an important issue, whether it stood the yardstick of morality. Now, over here, Navika ji, I want to ask the question, is it moral on the point of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha and the chairman of the Lok Sabha, the speaker of the Lok Sabha, to have 150 member of parliaments suspended from the parliament? It's almost like you are doing away with 25% of the representatives of the people. And it is almost making a mockery of democracy. Now, I'm surprised if the Supreme Court will not intervene in this manner, because in this episode, what has happened, you have denied 25% of Indian citizens having representations in the lawmaking agency. A bill was passed whereby 25% of Indian citizens did not have any form of representation. Now, this is a serious matter. We cannot brush it aside.
All right.
And with respect to the ethical aspect, we have seen the ethical standards that Parliament has been adhering to. Now, matters that should have gone to the Privilege Committee, they go into the Ethics Committee. The Ethics Committee doesn't know whether it is supposed to take up the matter of the Privilege Committee or not. So, on the basis of these yardsticks, I think there is a lot of course correction that the present parliamentary minister needs to do and the ruling dispensation needs to do.
Chalo. The debate was that by insult politics, gali politics, are you going to lose your gaddi or your attempt at getting the gaddi in 2024? बीमारी आपकी है सर, और आपने प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दे दी है अजय आलोक जी को. अब अजय आलोक जी, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन आपके लिए आई है. Now you please respond to लोकेश जिंदल कि दिक्कत में कौन है, ऑपोजिशन या आप?
No, my friend Lokesh just now said that K.C. Venugopal had just condemned things about Sanatan and all. And he said, we are pro-Sanatan and we are not against Sanatan, we condemn everything. Very good, I appreciate that. Mr. Lokesh Jindal, will you suspend your Congress President Kharge ji? Look and listen what he's saying.
साढ़े 4 कदम नहीं चले और हमको पूछ रहे क्या किए. और ऐसे मोदी जी को अगर और शक्ति मिलेगी देश में तो समझो फिर इस देश में सनातन धर्म और आरएसएस की हुकूमत आएगी.
Will you suspend your president? K.C. Venugopal has the audacity to suspend his president?
No, Mr.
Or will you apologize right now on the national TV?
No. Our constitution is secular, or is it?
Will you apologize on the national TV about Sanatan Dharma? This is your nature, this is your character. This is inbred in you. This is the problem.
Have you read the preamble
of India? This is your problem. This is during Karnataka election. Don't interrupt in between now.
Do you want a religious identity to India or a secular identity to India?
Will you apologize on behalf of Kharge? And will you suspend him from the president?
Don't mince the words. No.
This is the hypocrisy.
Wrong, Mr. Ajay Alok.
This is the hypocrisy. Now let me come back to another topic. Don't interfere in between.
You cannot.
Navika, let me speak.
All right.
Intentionally.
All right. Lokesh Jindal, allow him to complete his point. I will give you a chance to counter. Allow him to complete his point. Ajay Alok.
First, I have exposed that what are the views about. First, I have exposed him what are the views, Congress party views about Sanatan, because this is none other than the Congress president. The similar thing came by Kharge's son. about Sanatan Dharma all the way during and after Karnataka elections. Their Karnataka Congress president said, Hindu itni gandi shabd hai ki main vyakhya nahi kar sakta. So Rahul Gandhi said, what is Bharat Mata? Who is Bharat Mata? So this started, this politics of hatred started with Rahul Gandhi and Congress, and now it is spreading into all India alliance. That today when I.N.D.I.A says, people of Bihar and UP come here for toilet cleaning, he is insulting not only the people of UP and Bihar, but he is insulting the entire community of this country who cleans the toilet. And they belong to SC community, whom our Prime Minister washes their feet with his own hand. This is the difference. He talks about Tamil Nadu, North and South divide. And here is our Prime Minister who talks about artificial intelligence, where there is instant resolution of the language barrier. We talk of reunion of India in every possible manner, and these people don't leave any chance. They don't leave any chance to disintegrate India. That's what they have been doing since 1947, the so-called independence, when they divided India, because Jawaharlal Nehru wanted to become Prime Minister and the Jinnah also.
Well,
sir, what are you talking?
This is their nature. They want to disintegrate. Now the focus is South bachayega, South bachayega. Kuch bhi bolo. Kuch bhi bolo. I just say to people of UP and Bihar and to the people of this whole country who comes from this community, this is a grave insult and we are not going to take it. It seems that all India Alliance leaders go and wash Stalin's toilet. It seems to me like that.
Let me get in Abbas Haider. Abbas Haider, when I.N.D.I.A and the DMK's defense is old video. Old video, new video doesn't matter. The fact is, he says people from UP and Bihar are toilet cleaners. Not only that, Mr. Revant Reddy came out and said that my Telangana DNA is better than Bihari DNA. All the North India states, Hindi-speaking states, are all Gaumutra states. I want to ask you, all of this that is going on within the India alliance, is this going to help you win elections? I'm worried. This country needs a very strong opposition. The fact is that Gali politics ka apne natija dekh liya hai. Now this insult politics, going after the Vice President, going after UP, Bihar people, going after North Indians, is this really the blueprint with which the opposition India alliance wants to win elections? And is this the narrative you want to create?
Navika ji, we believe that each 1.4 billion citizen of this country, everybody is equal, and irrespective of the state, region, religion, caste, community they belong to, everybody is Indian, and the Constitution of India recognizes them as Indian citizens. And as far as the India Alliance is concerned, Navika ji, Bharatiya Janata Party has tried everything from past 5 years, from 2019 till we are at the end of 2023, but nothing worked for them. I'll tell you some facts, Navika ji. If you talk about state election, Bharatiya Janata Party got 67% vote in Himachal Pradesh, which got down to 43% in the state election. So there is a loss of 26% vote in just Himachal Pradesh. If you talk about UP, loss of 10%, Madhya Pradesh, a loss of 10%, Madhya Pradesh, loss of 10%, Rajasthan, a loss of 17%, Karnataka, loss of 14%, 15%, and Chhattisgarh, a loss of 4%. And these are the states which constitute 177 Lok Sabha seats. I'm comparing, Anand bhai, the 2019 Lok Sabha election and the respective election of the state assembly. This is what I am telling. So basically, the vote percentage of Bharatiya Janata Party is getting down every day. And that is the reason of frustration of Bharatiya Janata Party. They are suspending MPs in the Lok Sabha. They are trying everything they are trying to do, but nothing is working in favor of Bharatiya Janata Party. And India Alliance is together. India Alliance has united. India Alliance will do wonders in 2024 election, Navika ji, let me assure you.
Yes.
All right, great.
And
all good luck to you. You should do very well. But Anand Ranganathan, ye keh rahe hain, the vote share of the BJP has come down from 2019 elections to the state elections. But BJP has won all these states, except I think Himachal. He mentioned Madhya Pradesh, BJP has won it. Chhattisgarh, BJP has won it. Rajasthan, BJP has won it. UP, BJP has won it. तो इनको चिंता किसकी है कि बीजेपी का वोट शेयर कम हो रहा है. अपने वोट शेयर का क्या हाल है उस पर कोई टिप्पणी नहीं है. But Anand Ranganathan, my question, at least I got a smile on Abbas Haider's face. At least he's taken it in the right spirit. But I want to ask you, nobody is really worried about the health of the India Gadbandhan. I'm only asking that they have alliance partners who do everything in their power to somehow create a problem for their own alliance partners in other states. The Congress abuses the left parties and they are both together in the India. In Kerala, they are fighting with each other. Whatever Maran says, Stalin says, whoever says whatever about UP and Bihar walas, they will hurt either Lalu or Nitish, or they will hurt Akhilesh. Are they even taking note of what's going on? And is there an implosion that is going on, if not actually by breaking off, actually by the perception they are causing between the people of India?
Good evening, Navika, and good evening to my fellow panelists, and wishing everyone a very happy Merry Christmas. Navika, there are 3 points here I'd like to discuss very briefly. Number one, yes, everyone cutting across party lines, every politician has indulged in gali politics. But what is the truth behind the core of why this is happening repeatedly? I mean, yes, the TMC person could have, and he did not just mimic, he body shamed the Honorable Vice President. He made him look like he was a monkey, mentally challenged person. He did all those. It was an execrable attempt at body shaming, which was what was condemnable, not just the mimicking. Now he's done it the 3rd time. Today also he's done it. So he's got a free pass from Didi to keep repeating it. Likewise, every Hindu-phobic statement that the DMK makes, they keep repeating it. It doesn't really matter that a video is unearthed 4 years down the line. Mr. Dayanidhi Maran hasn't apologized for it. There are people who've made even worse remarks about the people from the so-called, this Hindi belt and from UP and Bihar, the Gaumutra states, Sanatan Dharma, eradication, comparing it to mosquitoes, dengue, malaria, and, Mr. Raja saying that Hinduism is a menace. It's a direct attack. Nobody is asking why are they doing it so brazenly. That is the question. It's not just shoot and scoot, Navika. They are repeat offenders. Now, nobody in this panel has as yet put a finger on the nub as to why they're doing it. I'll tell you why they're doing it. Because essentially, these are regional fiefdoms. They never had aspirations to govern the country in its entirety. The DMK never ever wants a piece of the North India. Somebody from Congress in the North never ever wants to do the South. It's basically regionalism gone to the extreme. So when such regional satraps are ganged up together, as it is, they're fighting like cats and dogs. Just 2 days ago, Mr. Shashi Tharoor ran a protest when Kerala police beat the Congress leaders black and blue. You yourself mentioned it. And they are in alliance. Each member of the Congress party is saying, for example, Mr. Adhir Ranjan is saying that democracy is dead in Bengal. Trinamool is accusing the Congress. AAP is being accused of being in cahoots with Khalistani. Jharkhand are being accused of doing horse trading. Srijan scam in, by JDU. Each one of them. Why? The question is, they are all regional masters and lords. I would go on to say gang lords. They have no aspirations to govern India as a whole.
So what is the Congress doing in the middle of all of this? I really don't understand.
I want to explain just 10 seconds because, I want to answer this. I want to ask a very simple question to my friend Lokesh because he's repeated it. He's told you, Navika, the real question is not about this gali politics, but why 25% of the representation of India is now suspended and MP suspended. He's a lawyer. I want to ask him. If tomorrow the Supreme Court Bar Association or lawyers, 150 of them, barge into the chief, the Supreme Court Chief Justice of India office, get onto the desk, tear the papers, throw it at his face, use placards, and the Chief Justice of India suspends them. Do you think, direct question to Lokesh Jindal, that the Supreme Court and the Chief Justice would be wrong in suspending the people who have violated the law? Do you think? Lokesh, answer it.
Let me answer this.
Yes, though I think there is a difference. I think there is a difference between the Supreme Court and the Parliament, because in Parliament you're representative of the people, and people's voices must be heard. In Supreme Court there will be individual cases which will be heard.
There are rules,
but as far as rules are concerned, I agree with you. I agree with you. But I also think that 146 MPs being suspended, whatever you say, doesn't really look good. It doesn't behave very well, whatever be the situation. It just shows a complete breakdown of any conversation between the two sides. But Lokesh Jindal, respond to the larger issue. Regional fiefdoms being maintained, regional aspirations being kept alive by each of these chieftains makes sense. But what is the Congress doing? Are you a pan-India party or not? Why don't you respond to anything that is said against North Indians? Is it because you have now 2 states in South India and only 1 small state in north of India, so it doesn't bother you? Where is your voice?
Just 5 seconds.
Navika ji,
5 seconds.
Navika ji, I'd just like to remind you that it was in 2015 that Prime Minister Modi had questioned the DNA of Nitish Kumar ji. So this politics on DNA was also used by BJP whenever it found convenient. And secondly, with respect to whatever statement is given by Mr. Maran,
talking about a person is different from talking about a whole state, Lokesh Jindal.
I'm coming to that. I'm saying that nobody is endorsing the statement. I don't understand what is stopping the central government from applying 153 Section A of the IPC. When it comes to Rahul Gandhi ji making a remark in Karnataka and he's put on trial in Gujarat, but when it comes to such issues, the central government is supporting it. If it has the law,
अजय आलोक जी वो भी मोदी जी ही करें. अगर नॉर्थ इंडियंस के खिलाफ कोई स्टेटमेंट कोई दे रहा है इंडिया गठबंधन से, तो उसका एक्शन भी आप ही लीजिए, वो ये नहीं लेंगे. That is also abdicated to you.
What about representation of People's Act? Why isn't Election Commission doing anything? Why isn't the legal process coming into action? Because the BJP finds it convenient so as to give air to such forms of politics.
Lokesh Jindal, I really don't know if you've read the Representation of People Act. The Election Commission is in business only, when the election dates are announced and till the results are declared. But Shayad, you are innocent of the facts of the matter. So Lokesh Jindal, अब innocent लोगों के बारे में मैं क्या कहूँ? अजय आलोक जी, even this action is for Modi ji to take. Please respond.
Yeah, definitely. Even this action is for Modi ji to take. But don't worry, we have the law of the land, and we'll follow the law of the land. Already multiple case has been registered against I.N.D.I.A. and people of this country, right in Tamil Nadu, they will avenge it. The toilet cleaners community of this country will avenge it. And let me tell you, the biggest action is always taken by the people, and which affects you guys. And that is the frustration that you keep on chanting all these kind of words.
Well, let me get in.
I mean, I'm just amazed at what kind of a shameless defense is being put up.
Anirban Banerjee, my question to you is, Kalyan Banerjee mimicked the Vice President, the Chairman of Rajya Sabha once. Okay, your explanation was that 146 members of Parliament were out, and mimicry is an art form, and their freedom of expression, etc., applies. Okay, now second time, third time, even in rallies in Bengal, now he's doing mimicry. I want to understand, is this how you think you'll find a blueprint for winning the elections, through mimicry? Or people's issues have absolutely no resonance as far as your leaders are concerned? It's a worrying situation, isn't it?
Well, when mimicry, satire and humor starts to hurt the ruler, then the ruler is no longer just a ruler. It has actually metamorphosized into a tyrant, oppressor and a dictator even. Because in this case, the mockery part was the suspension of the MPs, of the opposition MPs, who percentage-wise represented almost half the voters who voted in 2019. You suspend all those MPs, you turn the parliamentary system into a mockery, and then you say a mimicry of a couple of minutes actually hurt you, and you start bringing in this sentiment, that sentiment. The government, the treasury bench, it seems has already lost the plot. Therefore, they are trying to focus on things that actually do not concern the general public. The opposition parties, at least Trinamool Congress in West Bengal, is walking its own path. That is of welfare politics, of social politics,
by mimicking,
of social equality.
By mimicking in rallies, you are solving people's problems.
If some,
Navika, can I?
Yes, Anand Ranganathan, what is it that you are showing?
That is an issue of the
public. I didn't mean to interrupt. I.N.D.I.A is a very good friend, but when he says that when mimicry and satire are troubling dictators, then you have become rulers, then you have become dictator. This is Miss Priyanka. All she did was she shared this cartoon or depiction of Ms. Mamata Banerjee. She was ruthlessly arrested and put behind bars. Now, what would Mr. Anibar say on that? Was this not satirical cartoon and representation, Anirbanda?
Anirban, respond.
I do not exactly know what he is showing here in this case. But I must say, comparing the suspension of MPs to somebody, if I can remember correctly, he's actually referring to a BJP leader from Howrah, if I'm not very wrong, who actually put up distorted images of the woman chief minister of West Bengal. Distorting images of a woman and putting it up on social media, I don't think that is mimicry. I think that is something, being a woman, Priyanka herself should have been concerned that I am doing this, somebody else might do this to me. You know, putting up distorted images of a girl or a woman, anybody on social media, what impact it might have. In this case, just because Mamata Banerjee is a chief minister does not mean that you can do these kind of things. Mimicry is one thing, satire is one thing, but distorting images is something very different. And we have seen that BJP leaders.
You say what Kalyan Banerjee is doing is the right thing. Fantastic. Let me ask Rohit Agarwal. Rohit Agarwal, you are a party that depends on Jat votes, and you represent the Jats. The BJP says this is an insult of the Jats. How do you see this? Are the opposition parties in alliance with you in the India alliance helping your case or spoiling your case?
Navika ji, I am shocked to see BJP talking about abusive politics. I think Ramesh Bidhudi is a great example for Bharatiya Janata Party, who has used the word in Parliament, which we cannot repeat on the TV debate also. So if BJP is heard, then seriously this is a matter of concern. Then in your debate itself, Mr. Ajay Alok has insulted the SC community by saying that toilet cleaners are from SC community. So it is shameful, and this is a problem that we only try to cherry pick the issues which suit us. And BJP is able to publicize that issues more forcefully than us. Now the problem is this कि खैर अजय आलोक की क्या गलती बोले, जब खुद उपराष्ट्रपति जी अपनी जाति बता रहे हैं कि वो किस जाति से आते हैं और उन्होंने संविधान की शपथ ली थी, तब शायद उन्होंने जाति की शपथ तो नहीं ली होगी, पर ठीक है, अच्छी बात है। अगर हमारे देश के उपराष्ट्रपति जी अपनी जाति बता रहे हैं, तो मैं तो कहूंगा जब जाट आरक्षण की बात हुई थी, फोन कट गया।
Okay.
फोन कट गया।
Okay, we'll try and patch that again. But Ajay Alok, जाति जनगणना करा लीजिए, आप कास्ट सेंसस करा लीजिए, लेकिन जाति का नाम मत लीजिए. And of course, two objectionable points that they've raised: your reference to SC community for toilet cleaning, and number two, Biduri. And Biduri's issue clearly is something where the BJP is certainly not, away, cannot wish it away. It is a matter pending, and the BJP has not been tough on that parliamentary.
Navika ma'am, today the problem in your debate is we have too many ignorant people from the opposition. They just started feigning ignorance. Lokesh did, Anirban did, and now this fellow who represents a Jat party, I don't know his name, Rohit, sorry. They should know the social chemistry of this country. And if there is a difference, if you want to really know,
me, Ajay Alok, you are trying to insult the Jat community now.
That the toilet community belongs to which community? Please go and read. Please go and read Vindeshwar Pathak.
Firstly, you are.
Please go and read Vindeshwar Pathak.
Now you are trying to insult the Jats.
Have the courtesy to listen to me. Have the courtesy to listen to me.
What do you mean to say? First you have insulted the SC community by saying that they are the toilet cleaners, and now you are insulting the Jat.
I listen to you. No, there is no insult to SC community. Go and read Newshour Patak, you'll come to know who all belongs to toilet cleaning in the community.
भैया आप डिसाइड करोगे कहाँ पे इंसल्ट हुई है कहाँ पे नहीं हुई है.
Now they talk of women chief.
आप डिसाइड करोगे क्या?
Well. They talk of women chief.
आप डिसीजन मेकिंग अथॉरिटी.
There was the woman chief minister. There was the woman chief minister in Tamil Nadu.
Did you have?
There was the woman chief minister in Tamil Nadu who was beaten when she was removed from the post.
I clean my toilet myself,
and nobody shouted except BJP.
Toilet myself.
No, we all
there was the woman chief minister
we all
in the assembly.
Rohit Agarwal, objection sustained. We all clean our own toilets. There's nothing wrong in it. But to stereotype and to say all Biharis and UPs are only toilet cleaners are not correct. Is not correct, my friend. You should take exception where the exception should be taken as well.
The regions, that is not correct.
गौमूत्र स्टेट्स बोलते हैं तब ठीक है. अजय आलोक जी is responding. Please सुन तो लीजिए.
These people. I'm just aghast that how can they support these kind of statement? They are talking of woman chief minister. They just kept shut.
Insulting the Jat community.
When a former woman chief minister was attempted to murder in UP Assembly, they kept shut. They didn't say anything. And she belonged to SC community. Only BJP rose for her. They were shut. When in Tamil Nadu, Jayalalitha was beaten by DMK goons and the police. They were shut. And today in the name of India Alliance, they are ready to insult the people of India. You are ready to insult the people of India and ready to insult the people of Bihar.
What is India Alliance? You are
Abbas Haider wants to come in. Abbas Haider.
You are going to taste the waters, my dear friend.
Navika ji, our very Prime Minister has mimicked the ordinary member of Parliament from the opposition on the floor of the House. But they'll not say a word about it. What benchmark he has set? And they have come to Jat community when the UP police was beating up Jayant Chaudhary ji, who is a Jat leader, for no reason, like a criminal. What do they have to say about Jat community, about Jat pride? And what about Sakshi Malik, who was crying? They didn't have to say anything. And what about Rakesh Tikat, who was abused by a BJP MLA? And he was crying.
Till now,
and you're talking about Jat community, you're talking about Jat.
Why Jayant Chaudhary?
Come on, Ajay, don't be so hypocrite. Ramesh Biduri, Mr. Agarwal was talking about Ramesh Biduri. He was promoted after abusing a member of Parliament on the floor of the House. After using slurs against him, he was promoted. He was in charge of
Well. दूध का कोई धुला नहीं है. That's the point that is being made. Anand Ranganathan, 30 seconds.
Yeah, Navika, the most heard phrase in the last 30 minutes amongst all the panelists has been what about. यही problem आती है. जब आप immediate issues को लेते हैं तो वो कहता है अरे आपके नेता ने भी ये किया, अरे अब्बास भाई, अरे आपके नेता ने भी किया. Point वो नहीं है. मैं simple question पूछता हूँ 20 seconds लोकेश भाई से. लोकेश भाई, do you or do you not condemn and want to condemn this association of Congress with DMK because they felicitated the killer of Rajiv Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi was quiet?
Well, Anand bhai, that I think the Congress High Command is in a better capacity to take decision. Simply because
all right.
Let me
all right. That puts every question to rest, because obviously everything will have to be responded to by the Congress High Command on this. And the question really is, people will be looking at alternatives in front of them. On the one hand, they know their leader, Narendra Modi, who's given them a 10-year rule on which to judge him. On the other side, there is the I.N.D.I.A alliance. In the I.N.D.I.A alliance, 4 meetings, we still don't know who the leader is. We still don't know what the seat sharing is. We still don't know what the common minimum program is. However, when it comes to giving a vision for India, what do we have? We have mimicry, we have statements of one region of India and pitting it against another region of India. It is Sanatan Dharma and the words used against Sanatan Dharma. The question really is the alternative really thinking about what's the option they're putting in front of the people? And will people fall for such alternatives? Please get your act together is all that people of India are saying. And yes, whataboutery is not the answer. And as they say, hum aam mein sab, It's the emperor without clothes. Everybody needs to get a hold on the manner in which the dialogue is going on, because people are waiting, watching, and they will take their call. Judgment Day is not far. 3 months from now, we'll be in the general elections of 2024. Alternatives better be good, or the people will write your epitaph. We leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.